Trading the foreign exchange market carries high risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Trading on margin, utilizing leverage can carry an even higher level of risk that can lead to a complete loss of investment funds. So before deciding to trade the foreign exchange market or using any of our software alert products, you should carefully and diligently consider your personal investment objectives, level of experience, and risk tolerance. There is a possibility that you could potentially sustain significant loss. You should not invest any capital or trade that you cannot afford to lose. It is your responsibility to be aware of and understand all risks associated with foreign exchange trading and to seek professional advice from an independent certified financial advisor if you have any doubts. Auvoria Prime does not exercise trading authority over your trades. You and you alone exercise discretionary trading authority over every trade.
Welcome, Auvoria Prime, to the Saturday affiliate training call. My name is Sancho, and today we're going to be walking you guys through the steps to take your business to the very next level here with Auvoria Prime. We're talking legacies, guys, okay? So again, please have a notepad and a pen or a pencil ready. We're going to be going over some very valuable information today. And again, for the last time, please send this link out to your teams. Okay, that's going to help you duplicate and grow because the top affiliates are the top promoters. Okay, guys. All right, so let's get started. Now, the first thing that I want to talk about today, guys, is going to be the birthday of Auvoria Prime, because we are now officially 1 year old. We are a little bit older of a baby, right? We're just completing our very first year in this business. And if you guys are a part of Auvoria Prime right now in its infancy stages, consider yourself one of the luckiest people alive, because I've been around this industry for almost a decade now, right? 9 years. Ever since I was 19, I'm gonna be 28 in 2 months. So 9 years in this industry of network marketing. I've never seen a company with products like this that are having regular, average, everyday people just like you and me able to become experts in the forex trading markets, leveraging these AI tools. Okay, guys? So happy birthday to Auvoria Prime. Congratulations. If you've been here from the start, pat on your back. You guys are warriors because we are in the foundation building stage of the company. It means we are still building out our infrastructure. It means that things are not perfect. Okay, but if you can see where we're going and you have that vision, right, to see into the future and be a leader, you should know that this company is going to the very top. And the reason why, guys, is because we're ahead of the curve, right? We're in front of the wave, because the products that we deal with, other companies aren't even in our lane yet, okay? We're using AI trading tools, and AI technology is clearly the technology of the future. Okay, so we're following the trends of future, and you can see what a lot of other companies are doing in the forex space and in this niche. You know, they're doing education, signals, right? But they're not doing automation and using the tools, and that's really where the trend is going. So you guys being here from the very, very start gives you one of the biggest advantages, okay? Because your timing right now is impeccable. If you're a part of Auvoria Prime right now and you're raising your hand up, you're saying, I want to be an affiliate, I want to build a team, I want to knock down this comp plan, you guys have impeccable timing because you're here from the very start. So congratulations on that as well. But you got to make sure that you're going to take full advantage of that timing, and you're going to give this run everything you got. Now, what they call network marketing, guys, is the 4-year career. Okay, the 4-year career, 4 years versus 40 years. I'd rather take 4 years. So in this 4-year career, what you guys are going to need to do is you're going to need to put your head down. And you're going to have to work very, very, very hard for that period. Okay, so today we're going to be going over a few keys that have helped me rise up as an affiliate, some basic principles that you guys can practice in your business. It's going to help add efficiency, duplication, and a lot of growth. Okay, so let's start there. Number one, okay, again, you guys on this call, you're all raising your hand saying, I want to be a top affiliate, I want to go to the top of the comp plan. But before you can start reaching for that and ranking up and reaching new levels, new heights, the first thing you need to do to become the ultimate affiliate is going to be to become the ultimate customer. Right, you heard me right. You have to become the ultimate customer. So that means you have to become a product of the product. Because if you're selling something or you're referring people to something that you don't even really know about or you don't use yourself, how do you think that you're going to be able to get people on board for that? You have to become a product of the product and actually use these tools yourself. And you should want to use these tools because we have the best tools out. I've been a forex trader for almost 6 years now, guys, and I've been around the block. I've seen what all the other platforms and education academies and companies have, and nothing compares or comes close to the tools we have here at Auvoria Prime. So yes, you want to rise and you want to grow on this comp plan, but what about the forex comp plan? Because that comp plan is even bigger. So you guys got to get in the markets. You got to get in the know. You got to get on these calls. You got to get educated. You got to be tapped in. You got to plug in. You got to be grinding. You got to be learning. You have to master the information, okay? Because if you master the information, you're more properly going to be able to convey the narrative and message that you're trying to get across to your prospects. And you're going to be able to look them in the eye if you're doing a call or you see them face to face, and look them in the eye, say, I believe in this. I believe in this product. I believe in it so much that I use it myself. And that is the foundational basis of all things sales, guys, because I've been in network marketing for 10 years. I've been in sales for 10 years and probably even longer than that. Really, we've been selling our whole lives. You may or may not know this, but every single day you're selling people on what you want in your life, because ever since you were a little kid, you're selling your mom and dad on you want the chocolate cereal or you want the candy, or you want this or you want that. We've been selling our entire lives, okay? But one of the biggest advantages to you selling a product is going to be the fact that you actually use that product yourself. Because if you're trying to build a team as an affiliate, you're trying to build in a business as an affiliate, and the person asks you, how is your experience? What are your results like with the software? And if your response is, well, I don't use it, or I'm just an affiliate, I don't even have a customer package, what kind of belief does that show that you have in the product? You're selling something that you literally don't even believe in. And you know what that's called, guys? That's called fraud, okay? Because you're dishonest in your marketing and in your narrative. And that's going to create more problems than just with the sales. That's going to cause internal conflict with who you are and a lot of other things. So number one, guys, you have to get plugged in with the system. So that means you have to go through every single tab in the back office, and you need to explore. Okay, you need to explore every tab of the back office, and you need to watch every educational video, and you need to take notes on these videos. And if you really want to master this information, a lot of it you're going to want to go through multiple times, especially if this is new for you. If you're not an experienced trader, if you haven't been using these tools, it's going to take a few times for you guys to go through. But you need to get educated, and you need to learn about the products. You need to learn about these tools, and you need to learn the basics of forex and operating these software tools on your own. And that's going to help you become a master affiliate. All the top leaders in the company that you see, the Cameron Kirkars, the Dante Lewis, Michael Manuels, all these top leaders, right? They're masters of the products. They know it front to back, right? Better than the back of their hand. They know these products inside and out, and that's why they rise through the ranks so easily or so effortlessly. It looks like that's what it looks like. But the reason it looks that way is because they put in the work behind the scenes. They've been through all the information. They're masters of the information. That's why they're able to recruit with ease and duplicate with ease, because they know what they're talking about. So that's very, very important. So if you're watching this and you're like, damn, I'm not even using my software, or I haven't really put much time into it, I just been focused on building the business, you're handicapping yourself. Get in the know. It's not going to take you that long to figure out these tools. Remember, these tools are assisting us and helping us in the market. It's doing 95% of the heavy lifting. So it's not like you guys need to get on the charts for hours and hours and hours. What I used to do when I was manual trading only, okay, when I was first starting my education journey in forex, I would spend hours on the chart. You know why I spend hours? Because that's the only way you get good at things. Okay, you master through repetition. So I had to spend thousands of hours staring at the charts. But with these softwares, you don't need to do that. You don't need to do that because the software is staring at the charts, right? You have these softwares looking at every single currency pair at once, every second of the day while the market's open. Humans can't even come close to competing with that. But I used to literally stay up for an entire year of my life, guys. This is how dedicated I was. And ask yourself if you've ever had this level of dedication in your life for anything. Because how you do anything is how you do everything. So this is what I did for an entire year, guys. I stayed up every single night for London session, okay? And I stared at the charts, okay? And I didn't sleep. I had to tape my eyes open like this because that's how bad I wanted to learn this stuff, okay, guys? But still, even through manual trading and me trading for 6 years, yes, I'm a consistently profitable trader, but I still can't even match what these tools can do, okay? These tools are so powerful. So you have to become a product of the product. That's going to help you generate sales and drive revenue, because ultimately that's what we're doing. That's how you get paid. You get paid on sales, business coming into the company. When the company collects someone's money, that's how they're able to pay you commissions. So if you are going to grow a large team and you want a large paycheck, that means you need a lot of people swiping cards and paying and driving that revenue, guys. So this is how you're going to help them do it, okay? Is by becoming a product of the product. That's going to give you belief, and that's going to help you sell this product. Now, as you're building your team and as you come into this platform, if you guys are, you've been here for a while or you're brand new, right? One of the biggest key things that we've implemented is called Rising Star, guys. Rising Star is going Visionary 500 within your first 60 days in the business. That's creating a success story, okay? And that's creating duplication, because once you do something yourself, you can show other people how to do that thing. And if you're going to the top of the comp plan, all it is duplicating the lowest level ranks on the board. It's hitting Visionary 500. Okay, that's it. Just duplicating Visionary 500s. If you can go Visionary 500 yourself, you can max out the compensation plan, because you know what it takes to build the foundational building blocks of your structure, because that's all it is, guys. That's all it is. Okay, so you got to go Rising Star. Now, I want to point you guys in the direction of some resources here. So I'm going to type it into the chat. Okay, so we have AuvoriaPrime.com/team Auvoria events. Okay, and on this page, guys, you're going to be able to download the Path to 500. The Path to 500 is going to help you build to your Rising Star. Okay, so it's very, very important, because people are going to copy what you do. That's one of the biggest things in this business, because network marketing really is just a copycat business. Just make sure you copy the right cat. But what your team is going to do is what you do. It's like monkey see, monkey do, right? If you tell them to do one thing and you do another thing, they're not going to do what you told them to do. They're going to do what you do, okay? They're going to follow your actions. So if they see you out building, recruiting, doing calls, ranking up, being on the leaderboards, that sets the right example for your team. You can't be the kind of leader that tells people to do something that you're not doing or even willing to do on your own. Okay, guys, so that's going to be key for you guys to really drive that rank and really push for Rising Star. That's going to help you guys create those solid foundations to go to the next level. Okay, and one of the ways that we're going to do that, again, and this may sound a little repetitive, but it's becoming a product of the product, and it's also teaching your people how to become products of the products. Because I firmly believe that if someone comes into Auvoria Prime and they become a product of the product, that customer is never going to leave your business. Why? Because they're making money and they understand the softwares. They understand that these tools are going to help them have the best chance at winning consistently in the markets versus anything else out there. So you want to get your people tapped in as well. Okay, so you really want to push to things like the live calls. Okay, the AP live calls are really, your best friend, because another thing that's unique to Auvoria Prime is that with these software tools and products that we have, you guys actually get to learn from the people who created those tools, okay, through AP Live. So you're going to find it in your back office, okay? Go to AP Academy, and then you're going to select AP Live. It's going to give you the schedule for the developers and Stephen Betterall, okay, who's our chief market analyst, okay? So you're going to want to get educated, but the cool thing is, guys, that since we have these developers, all of your customers are going to be going directly to them for the support with the products versus you. You don't have to become the educator, right? You need to be a master of the information, but you don't need to be the educator, because the way that Auvoria Prime is set up is very, very clever. It's set up in a way where the developers are actually incentivized to build your downline. Okay, so that's why they want to do these calls and get people educated and optimize the softwares and help your people get the best results, is because the more people they have buying their softwares, the more money they're making too. It's the same thing as the regular compensation plan. So every single one of these developers, if your people are getting on their calls, these developers are literally helping to build your downlines. Okay, guys, and I'm a firm believer on getting your team educated, okay, because that's how you're going to have the best duplication. People try to shortcut that, okay, and I've tried this strategy in the past. They try to shortcut it by doing things like just trying to get people set up as soon as possible and prescribing them settings, okay? Now, everyone has a different strategy on how they build. I'm just telling you based off of my own personal preference and my data on what I've seen, okay? I feel that the best way you're gonna have duplication in your business is if your customers are also becoming products of the product. Because if they do not become a product of the product, and they don't go through any education, any resources, they're not plugged in, they're not in any Telegram groups, you get on and set up their software, which is against compliance. You're not allowed to log into someone else's VPS, set up their software, put in their settings. Okay, you guys can't do that, but some people still go do it. You're shooting yourself in the foot because you are creating a handicapped customer, someone who's not even capable of setting up anything on their own. They don't know how to change anything. They don't know how to check anything. They don't know what the settings mean. They don't know who the developers are. They don't even know what software they're using or how the settings manipulate what. They don't know if they're conservative. They don't know if they're aggressive, right? So you're literally cutting their legs from underneath them, and you're handicapping them because you think that it's going to be easier to just do things for other people and just set it up for them. But guys, you can't carry people across the finish line, okay? They have to want it for themselves. You can't want people to be more successful than they want to be for themselves. Does that make sense? So you need to force people, your team, because they're going to come to you and they're going to ask you, all the new people that you bring in, they're going to be like, which software do I use? What settings do you use? What is this? What is that? And they're going to want to try and get you to prescribe them all of the stuff that you've learned as a master of the information, and they just want you to pass that off to them. But the problem is that they're not going to understand anything. They're going to be 100% sufficient on you versus self-sufficient. Okay, and if we're talking a scalable, multi-million-dollar business that's generating, upwards of 8 figures plus per year in revenue for the company, which is going to be paying you a 7-figure income as an affiliate, okay, you cannot have thousands of people all relying on you for settings and what to do in the markets and this and that and doing everything for other people. Guys, you cannot do that because you're going to handicap them. And again, this is just my opinion and based off of what I've found works best with my personal team building. If you do things another way, that's ultimately up to you. You do not have to take my advice, but you can see based on my results, I do know a little bit about what I'm talking about. And I've been in this industry of network marketing and forex for many years combined. Okay, so Auvoria Prime was really the type of company that was made for me. It's like a dream come true. Love network marketing, love trading, love technology. What could be better? Okay, nothing. Okay, this is the easiest opportunity I've ever seen in my entire life. And I've been an entrepreneur, in multiple industries. I've, created lots of businesses. This is by far, out of everything I've ever done in my life, the easiest platform and place for people to win. And that's why I love it. because it all comes down to the average person and helping them win and get to the money. But again, you have to make sure that you're not undercutting your team's legs. You gotta you lead them to the water, okay, and then let them decide if they're going to drink that water or not. Okay, you can lead the horse to water, but you can't force the horse to drink. Okay, so you can lead them to the resources in the back office. Don't give them the answers. That's what I do. This is just me and what I do. People come to me asking for what to do, and they want me to give them all the advanced answers, basically like cheating on the test in school. And I say, no, you have to go back through the resources. You have to learn this yourself, because if I just give it to you, it's going to handicap you. And then you're going to be relying on me for everything. So it's not duplicatable, okay, to do that, because then if anything ever goes wrong with their software, or they go into drawdown, again, they're not going to understand drawdown. They're going to be hitting you up with a long list of questions. They're never going to leave you alone, guys. So the more self-sufficient customers you have, the stronger your business is. And when your customers become products of the products, again, I don't see them leaving or going anywhere else. Why would you quit or leave something that's making you money? Okay, because chances are they're making a lot more than their monthly subscription. And if they've shared it with a couple of people, they're going to get their 3 and free. Now they're really in the money. Now they're really never going to leave. Okay, so that's really cool with Auvoria Prime, is that when people get tapped in and they become products of the product, they are locked in and they're here for life. And that's what we want, is lifers. That's how you build your business. In network marketing, you're never going to go far from jumping from ship to ship to ship to ship, trying to time the wave right and jump in and have the effortless climb to 7 figures, and then you just make that money forever. That doesn't exist, guys. The way you build money or big time income in network marketing is by planting your flag, locking in with the right opportunity, and grinding it out for years and years and years and years. Okay, I'm gonna give you a little fact, guys, that can't remember the exact percentage, but it's close. I think it's like 90% of 7-figure earners in network marketing, okay, within their very first 5 years of network marketing, they never made more than 6 figures in a year, or even collectively. Okay, and that's my story. I never hit a 6-figure income in network marketing until like my 6th year in. Okay, guys, so it's going to take time to build that legacy. But when you're picking a company, when you're planting a flag, okay, look at the products, look at the community, look at everyday average people coming into this business. Are they going to get locked in, and are they going to get results, and are they going to stick around? Okay, if you help people make money, it's common sense, they're going to stick around. Okay, so you got to lock in for the long term, which leads me to my next point, which is consistency. And that should make common sense as well, that you need to be consistent in your business building activity for you to build a large business. Okay, it's crazy to me when people ask me, why they're not getting success in their business, and I look at their schedule and I see what they do with their time, and they're not even spending any time building their business. Okay, you have to literally treat it like a business. What do CEOs do every single day when they wake up? They get right to work and they build their business. Okay, multi-million-dollar corporations and companies, people are there, they're working, they're getting the numbers, they're measuring the data, and they're building nonstop. So why would this be any different? A lot of people like to build these things casually and wonder why they don't have the big results. You need to build it like it's a multi-million-dollar company. And again, network marketing, guys, is one of the easiest opportunities because it's very low barrier to entry. Okay, your monthly subscription is nominal. It's hardly anything. You probably spent more than that on dinner last night, and it's a write-off. So it costs almost nothing to be in business here. Okay, let's look at the products for your business, because you're an independent business owner, right? That's what an affiliate is. Okay, so you're an independent business owner and you're selling products. But what kind of products are you selling? Well, here at Auvoria Prime, you guys are selling some of the hottest products on the market. Okay, you're selling some of the hottest products on the market, so it's going to be much easier for you, okay, to go ahead and do that. Okay, so kind of lost my point there, but I have my notes here. So, but what I'm trying to say, guys, is that you really need to be consistent because you have to lock in. Okay, I remember my point. So what I was saying is, with this business, okay, network marketing is so easy because everything's done for you. All the back end infrastructure stuff is done. You have the product to sell. You have the merchant accounts to take processing. You have the education, the back office, the live educators. You have the entire infrastructure built for you, okay? And you can just recruit and focus on building and marketing and sales. And that's the easiest part of business, is marketing and sales. The infrastructure building is more of the harder stuff, guys. Because if you have a good product, it's easy to sell, okay? But again, you have to remain consistent because this is going to take a while for you to really lock in and build the legacy that you want. You have to be committed and you have to show that you are committed. Now, when it comes to closing sales, right? Closing sales, consistency is right there because you need to always be following up. Okay, again, you'll hear me repeat this if you guys have listened to me on calls before, but the fortune is in the follow-up. It requires consistency. And why? I'm going to explain to you because this will make perfect logical sense why the fortune is in the follow-up. So statistically, okay, in sales, the average prospect is going to need 5 to 12 exposures before they're ready to make a buying decision. Okay, so if the average person needs 5 to 12 exposures, why do you think it's important to follow up with them versus just explain it to them once and then that's it? And if they don't buy, goodbye, right? That doesn't make sense. You have to be consistent and follow up because they need multiple taps and multiple touches. And there's something called the 4 classes of buyers that I'm going to explain to you guys. Okay, the 4 classes of buyers. So this is really, really important. And you're going to want to write this one down. When I got explained this, this information that I'm about to share with you, it clicked the light bulb in my head because I realized that in network marketing, I wasn't getting paid on the work that I'm doing today. I'm getting paid in the future on the work that I'm doing today. And this is where it really clicked for me. It made perfect sense, made perfect logical sense. Now, listen up, because there's 4 classes of buyers. What are the 4 classes? Number 1, you have the instant buyer, okay? That means that's someone that you approach with the opportunity, you do a presentation, get on a call, show them some results, 1 exposure, that person signs up right immediately. It clicks for them, they get it. Those types of people, I wish we were all like that, but that's an anomaly because statistically speaking, only 2% of people are actually instant buyers. Okay, so that means if you talk to 100 people, 2 of them will probably buy right away. So that's the least amount of people, but what we can see and what I see people experience and go through every day is that they reach out to a lot of people. They do that first exposure. They work up the courage to overcome that fear and reach out, pitch someone, expose them, show them a presentation, right? They go through all this effort to do the right things. They get that first exposure, which is the hardest part. And then people don't join right away. And then they get discouraged and then they stop that activity. There's no consistency. They have sporadic activity of sporadic moments of motivation mixed with discouragement, right? Watch a YouTube video on motivation. I'm fired up. Let's go. Watch a training. Fired up. Start reaching out to people. No one's joining. And after a week, 2 weeks, that motivation, that excitement, it goes downhill. Where'd it go? You're not understanding the 4 classes of buyers. You're not understanding consistency, and you're not understanding exponential growth and compounding. So you're not understanding the basic principles behind building a successful business, because every business that you build, it requires heavy infrastructure building in the first stages. That's why, like I said, with Auvoria Prime, congrats, year 1 is done, but we're still in the infancy stage. This is where it's the hardest because things aren't perfect. We're building that framework. We're building the infrastructure. We're creating our building blocks, okay? But we have to push through that because that's where the legacy incomes are made. It's through seeing where you're going in business and understanding that no business, you can't just snap your fingers and then boom, I have a 7-figure business, right? You have to build it. I built my businesses through years and years and years and years of sacrifice. Okay, now I'm praised in public for things that I practiced in private for years. Okay, people ask me all the time, how did you become so successful? How did you do this in business? How did you do that? How did you do this? Well, I locked myself in a room for years and I got to work. That's what I did. There's no secret, guys, to this. It comes down to getting to work. That's why it's called network marketing, okay? It's not a perfect way. It's just a better way, in my opinion. It's a better way than the traditional way, which is the 40-40-40 plan. Work 40 years of your life, 40 hours a week, and try to retire off of 40% of your income. And then, yeah, you guys know that, okay? That's not what we're gonna do, because with network marketing, you can build a 4-year career where you go all in for 4 years, you build a residual asset, a team of thousands of people that grows forever with or without you. Now you have residual income for the rest of your life. Guess what, guys? Residual income creates happiness. Rich, okay? Residual income creates happiness. So back to the 4 classes of buyers. We got the instant buyers, 2% of people. You can't give up after you talk to someone one time. That's just the start of putting them in the pipeline. Okay, so you got to be consistent. Every legend you know in your life is a consistent person. Okay, you watch sports, you like Tom Brady, like Kobe Bryant, RIP. Okay, these types of athletes and these people, legends in real life, everyday people, they know consistency. They practice it every single day. So it doesn't matter whatever industry you're going all in. Once you decide to go all in, that's it. There's no other choice. You just go in and you're consistent and you grind and you go as hard as you possibly can until you achieve everything you've wanted and more. Okay, so that's the first class of buyer. The second class of buyer, guys, is the 30-day buyer. 30-day buyer. That means you talked to them 30 days ago and they had to, come up with some money. They had to wait on a paycheck from work. They had to look over some results, talk to some more people, maybe do a 3-way call you arranged with your upline leader. Whatever the case may be, after 30 days, this person is ready. They decide it's time. I'm going to purchase and become a customer. Okay, that's the second class of buyer. Now, the third class of buyer is going to be a 60-day buyer. And this is similar to the 30-day buyer, where you talked to them 30 days ago, but except with the 60-day buyer, you talked to them 60 days ago. They required a little more follow-up, a couple more taps, whatever the case may be. They didn't think it was legit at first. They were skeptical, whatever the problem, but at 60 days, they're ready. Boom, they're locked in, okay? And then you have the fourth class of buyers. Okay, remember there's 1, 2, 3, 4, instant buyer, 30-day buyer, 60-day buyer, and the last class of buyers is the 90-day and beyond buyer. So that means these people took a little bit longer. They could have taken 3 months, they could have taken 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years. I've had people watch me for 4 or 5 years in business before they finally gained the confidence and the belief to join me in business, okay? Because everyone I talk to, it's just an exposure. It's not a closing situation, it's an exposure. I just keep exposing until they're closed, okay? So I don't reach out to people, they don't join, and then I burn the bridge. I don't do that, guys, because a no is not a no. A no is just a not right now. If people say no, all that tells me is they don't understand it. I'm like, okay, there's a miscommunication here, or there's something off in here because it hasn't clicked yet for this person. That's okay, because I'm gonna help lead them down that yellow brick road to Oz, wherever they're going. I'm gonna help these people out because I want them to realize the benefits that these products will produce in their life and in their investments, okay? Because most people aren't even investing. They don't even know what to do with their money, right? Because most people are just focused on getting the money, their job, their career, their business, go, 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 work, 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 8, 9, 10 hours a day, get the money, they get it, then they don't even think about what to do it, pass it off to the bank goes and trades it, okay? But here, you have the ability to become your own professional trader, your own portfolio manager, and you can start with something small and you can build it into something really substantial, okay, and sizable. Okay, so those are the 4 classes of buyers. So what does that tell me? That tells me that I need ultra consistency, because most people that I talk to, they're not going to join right away. Only 2%. That means 98% of people that are joining after 30 days, 60 days, 90 days plus. But most people that I see come into network marketing and say they're going to go all in as an affiliate, they get really excited. They see, you know, top leaders and their results, and they get that motivation. They build for 3 weeks, hard. They hit every person they know. Nobody joins, and they say, well, I'm not good at it. I'm not cut out for this. It doesn't work. You know, it's one of those things. Whatever the excuse may be at that time, it's simply because they don't understand these simple strategies for building businesses and creating that foundation, because you're not going to get paid on the work you do today in any business. Okay, it's not just network marketing. That is any business, because you're setting for the future. You're planting your seeds. You're laying the roots for the future of the business. If you go back 20 years, what did Amazon look like? If you go back 30, 40 years, what did Apple look like? If you go back, you know, all these years, 10, 20 years, look at all these big, massive companies. They all started from somewhere, probably in someone's garage or somewhere, you know, very, very humble beginnings. Okay. But the founders of these massive companies and corporations and people who have built these empires, they knew and understood these principles of basic business building concepts, where they're laying the foundation and the roots for years to come. That's your business, guys. Understand that life is long. I understand you want results right away, but life is long. So if life is long and you need to be consistent, you better learn patience, because that's another thing that you need. That goes hand in hand. Consistency with patience. Okay, because some people get really consistent, but then they don't believe in the consistency. They're always second guessing it or saying something in the back of their head, or there's that negativity back there, whatever. You need to combine that consistency with your patience. And the patience is the belief and the trust in the process. You have to trust the process. If you don't trust the process, you'll be fighting the process. That's going to create internal and universal friction, and it's going to repel the results that you want to collect away from you. Okay, so you have to be consistent with how you're approaching people, how you're following up, how you're sharing results. Okay, so you need to every single day talking to people, and following up with them, because that's all this business is. That's all that any other business is talking to people. Anything you've ever created in life was through talking to people. That's how we communicate. So with this kind of business, you just need to be talking to people, and that's it. You just need to keep talking to people. Why? Because this is a people building business. And if you're not talking to people, that means you're not exposing people. If you're not exposing people, that means you're not closing people. If you're not closing people, the company's not generating revenue. There's no sales coming in. There's no commissions to be paid out. So you just got to talk, and get more eyes looking at the opportunity, exposing them, and then following up, because they're part of one of the 4 classes of buyers. Every single person is one of those 4 classes of buyers. But remember that our products are so good that if they don't join, they don't even know or understand what they're saying no to yet. They're saying no to making more money. That's illogical. That is an illogical response, because they don't understand what this is yet. So you just got to focus on getting them educated over time. And that's how you follow up, through sharing results. That's going to trigger light bulbs in their minds. It's going to help them see the bigger picture, okay? Understand where they're going. So it's very important. And when you are following up, how do you do it? It's very, very easy, because like I said, you're just sharing results. You're sharing FX books, FX blues, the Facebook groups that have the results, ATMing people, add tag message. It's very simple. And now the gates literally just open, guys, because the company has gone to their CFTC attorneys. And if you guys have been paying attention, on one of the calls recently, they announced the new marketing guidelines, and they're building out the full manual transcript that is going to give you all the guidelines on how to market compliantly. But they are literally releasing like the gates or whatever. We're ready to run now, because what the company has just come out and told us is that we can share FX books and profits publicly on social media, granted with the right brain fart, with the right tags, the right disclaimers. Okay, so we can now share FX books and profits with the proper disclaimers. So you guys need to get plugged in and be taking full advantage of this, because for the whole first year of us building this company, we were not allowed to share results publicly anywhere. So that's one of the easiest ways to pique interest, is by sharing your results. Okay, so you need to learn what the new marketing guidelines are. Okay, make sure that you get plugged in. You're sharing everything properly with the right compliance, because we want to protect the house. Thank you, Susan. They can visit auvoriaprime.com/share. That's going to give you guys the instructions on marketing compliantly. And we're about to blow the roof off of this thing, guys, with this new news, right? This just literally got announced like within the last week or two. Okay, so you guys really need to see this, because this is something that I've been waiting for my entire forex network marketing career, because every company has always said you can't share the results publicly, but now we got it from the horse's mouth. Okay, our CFTC attorneys go right to them, and we got the permission, we got the go ahead. Okay, so we can do this now. So piquing interest is going to be one of the easiest things for you to do. Okay, and understand this, guys, that because I have this written down as well. This is something that I like to talk about, is that caring is closing. Okay, caring is closing. If you care about people, people don't know, or they don't care what you know until they know you care. So all you got to do is care on people, care about their finances, care about their success, get them educated on the products and what we're using here. They're going to love you, right? They're going to love you. Why? Because you're helping them make money. Everyone wants to make money. I don't care if you're 18 or 80. Chances are you probably want to make more money. Why? Because money is a tool. That's all it is. It's not that money is the rule all, end all, be all. People, oh, you're obsessed with money. No, not at all. Money is just a tool for you to be you. It's the tool for you to be free, to live the lifestyle that you want to live. So don't just talk about it. Be about it. Gain that belief in what you're chasing and where you're going, and make sure that you don't leave it up to chance, guys. You have to go all in and make sure that you are going to make it happen. And I have this written down as well, because this is one of the best ways that you can not leave things up to chance, and that is through events. Okay, guys, building to events, pushing your team to events. So next month, okay, actually in less than a month, okay, we have our next virtual convention. Okay, it's going to be in the end of April. So you need to make sure that you're getting, number one, a ticket for yourself, because you need to lead by example. Monkey see, monkey do, copycat business. Make sure you copy the right cat. Be that leader, setting that example. Get that ticket already for your team. Show them, look, I got my ticket. I'm locked and loaded. I'm ready to go. Because events change lives. And that's the biggest cliche in network marketing, is that events change lives. But that's a fact, right? The only reason why events change lives is because that's where people make decisions. That was where I made my biggest decision in network marketing, was at an event. I went to a convention. I saw regular, average, everyday people like me achieving massive success. And these people were not special. I met them, I shook their hands, I looked in their eyes, I sat down with them, I had a drink, we went to dinner, got advice. They told me about their life, where they come from, what they did to get there. And I realized, like, the light bulb clicked. I'm like, holy crap, this person is no different than me. Okay, this person is no different than me, because I'm not special. But you don't have to be special in network marketing to go to the top. All you need to understand is these basic business building principles that I explained to you. You need to make that decision that you're going to make it happen and do it for yourself. Then you got to get out there and you got to go and you got to do it. But these conventions, these events are huge, okay? And this is the next virtual event leading up to the very first in-person convention of Auvoria Prime in July, which you guys already know what I'm about to say. You have to get your butt to that event in person, because nothing replaces the belly to belly, okay? Nothing is going to replace that, okay? And we have a question, so I'm just going to pause real quick. If a person is a beginner, how do they get started as an affiliate? We're reviewing guidelines for getting started. It's this phone call for people who are already affiliates and trying to better themselves, okay? So Arminta, if you want to be an affiliate, number one, the first thing I would do is look to your sponsor, okay? Reach out to that person, ask them for assistance. How can I get started as an affiliate? If they don't have any answers for you or they're not active, see if you can go up the line even further and find leaders on your team to reach out to. Because if you're raising your hand and you're saying, I'm an affiliate, I want to build, okay, there is someone on your team, right, that's going to want to help you. Is they're incentivized to help you. So you got to figure out where you're at in somebody's organization, and you got to get plugged in with your team and with your leaders, okay? Now, if you haven't purchased your affiliate membership yet, that's going to be in the shop, guys. It's only $10 a month to become an affiliate. So Arminta, if you are not an affiliate yet, you're going to want to go into the shop and go check out as an affiliate. And then in getting started, you're going to want to review the links that we sent out earlier, okay? So we have AuvoriaPrime.com/team Auvoria events. Okay, and you're going to download the path to 500, and then also you're going to go to AuvoriaPrime.com/share, and these are going to be some of the tools and training that are going to help get you to the next level. But the biggest thing I would say is tap in with your upline, with your sponsor, get plugged in and connected, and ask them where to go. Because if you're saying you want to build the business, they're going to want to help you. Okay, someone's going to want to help you. So find your team members and get going. Now, back to the conventions though, again, guys, you got to push to these conventions, because the more people you have at these events, the bigger you're going to go from event to event to event to event. Okay. And when I first got started and started attending events, I was talking with the top earners, and I said, how do I get to where you are? And he said, look at this room, young man. He said, look at all these people in here. Okay. He said that all I had to do was keep showing up to this room, which means every event I need to keep showing up. And thank you, Susan, AuvoriaPrime.com/momentum for the event and for your tickets. And what this gentleman told me was that I need to keep showing up. He said, as long as you keep showing up in this room, eventually you're going to progress from the back of the room to the front of the room with the top earners to ultimately being on stage. Okay. And that was the absolute truth, because I went through that progression. And what he meant was that you need to get your butt to events, but you're not quitting. You're locked in. You're building that legacy. You're consistent. Okay. Because event after event after event, year after year after year, a lot of the faces start to change because people drop out. They don't remain consistent. He said, all you got to do is be consistent and keep getting around the campfire. Keep coming to these events. That's all you got to do. Out of all his years in the industry, the millions and millions and millions of dollars he's earned, he said, all you got to do is keep showing up. You got to be here. You got to go to the events. So events change lives, and that's because it's going to help you make those decisions. Once you make that locked in ironclad decision, now you're going to be ready to go all in and take that action, and there's never a plan B. You got to burn the ships. I don't even know what a plan B is. I only have one plan. It's the plan. Okay, if I have one plan, then I don't have any other options. This is my plan. This is my plan. I'm building network marketing. Okay, this is my plan. I'm building with Auvoria Prime. This is my plan. My flag is planted. I will never join another network marketing company ever again. Okay, disclaimer, only as this one doesn't exist anymore. But for me, my flag is planted. I'm with Auvoria Prime for life. I'm a lifer. You'll see me at every event year after year after year after year. But will you be there with me? Because I'm going to be there. The other top leaders are going to be there. Susan's going to be there. Dante's going to be there. Michael Manuel, Arfat, Derek, Cam, Kanoa, all these people, they're going to be at the events, every single event, because it's not even a question for us. We've already decided. We made the decision. We made the path and the plan. That's the plan. There is no other plan. So we're here. We're doing it. So you guys just got to decide and do it for yourselves, okay? Now, the last points I'm going to get into, guys, because we've been on for 50 minutes. I'm going to wrap up in the next couple of minutes, let you guys go enjoy your Saturdays, do what you do. But I hope that you carry on to these words and you implant them into your brain, and you decide that this is it for me. I'm going all in because this is where it's at. This is where I'm building my legacy. Now, one thing that's going to help you go all in and stay all in is the power of personal development. Are you growing? Are you increasing your value to the marketplace? Because you don't get paid on your time, guys, okay? In life, you think there's a common misconception that you get paid on your time, right? Because a lot of people work hourly jobs or salary jobs. but you don't actually get paid on your time. You get paid on the value that you bring to the marketplace. You get paid on your value to the marketplace. Why people like Russell Brunson, okay, can get on a stage, give one talk, sign a bunch of people up for whatever. He makes $1 million in 1 hour. Why? Because he's a man of value. He has tremendous value and information to give to the world and to the people. But how do you increase your value and how do you grow? Okay, you grow through learning, through reading, through personal development. You got to be in the books. You got to be training. A large portion of my day, every single day, is learning new skills and getting better and personally developing, because there's always room for improvement in your life. And I audit certain areas of my life. I audit bad habits. I audit bad relationships. I audit bad time management strategies, wasted time. I audit things like this in my life through personal development, and I shift, okay? I change my paradigm and I grow, okay? I'm a much different person than I was years ago. I'm unrecognizable to the person I was when I was a teenager or in my early 20s, okay? Because of so much growth that I've gone through. That's why people in my past, they don't even know me and I don't know them, because we're different people now. We're different people now. People from my past, they don't even recognize me or know me, because I've grown so much. And that's okay, because you are going to outgrow people. That's okay. Don't feel bad for outgrowing other people. Okay, they had the chance to grow with you, and it's never too late. Okay, people can always come back and they can grow with you down the road, but you can't feel bad for outgrowing other people. But you have to be developing. You have to be getting better. You have to be reading books, studying videos, trainings. Everything's out there online. There's so much information. You can learn how to do everything on a computer. Okay, all of us are building our businesses virtually. Okay, we're all building massive incomes virtually. All the information is there for you to learn. You just got to keep getting better and better and better. And then the last piece that I'm going to leave you guys with is, how bad do you want this? How bad do you really want it? Do you just talk about it? Or are you going to be about it? Okay, go into the mirror after this call, look yourself in the eye and say to yourself, I'm doing this. Okay, there is no plan B, there's no alternative, there's no nothing. I see these tools, I see these products, I see this lucrative rewards plan, I see these group of leaders, you know, blazing the trail for me. I can't lose, I can't fail. You have to decide, you want to be successful as bad as you want to breathe. When you want to be successful as bad as you want to breathe, that's when you're going to do it, because it just takes a tremendous amount of courage and fire and consistency to get after what you want to do. But literally you can do it, guys. There's so many people out there that have done it. Tens of thousands of people, hundreds of thousands of people have all proven that it's possible. And again, just like I said, and I came to the epiphany when I went to that event that day, and I spoke with that man, that top earner. I found out, okay, that everyone's just like me. Okay, they're just an average person that wanted more in life. They didn't want to settle for the prescribed life plan. Okay, that was not the plan for me. Okay, I did not buy that plan. Okay, in life they try to sell us the one size fits all plan. For me, it was freaking me out, man. I don't like that. I have to do my own thing. Okay, and I'm gonna do this. And network marketing is what opened my mind to a different way of earning money, to entrepreneurship, to business, to growth, to personal development. And I became addicted to growth. I became addicted to success. It became an obsession for me to be the best and to make sure that I'm not leaving my success up to chance. So I want to ask you guys, are you willing to do whatever it takes? Because if you're willing to do whatever it takes, you can have whatever you want. Okay, and that's it for today, guys. I'm going to leave you with that. My name is Mike Sancho. Thank you so much for joining me, Auvoria Prime, today. I'm going to see you guys either at the top or from the top. That choice is yours. Thank you, guys.